Everybody gets silent.
Go for it.
Good evening. It is officially 7 p.m. Welcome to the Monday, May 11th, 2026 regular and only board meeting of the Columbus School District this month because it's May. So we are May meeting later in May between everything going on.
Everybody's
and graduation
thinking,
and stuff.
yes.
So, Adam, if you would do the roll call for us tonight.
Majewski.
Present.
O'Brien. Here. Olson Rappy.
Here.
Pearson. Here. Culver. Here. Rule.
Here.
Smith.
Here.
Thank you. We are all present and accounted for. We have a quorum. Andrea, I know we were properly noticed for this meeting. Thank you for confirming. It's a reminder of the goal of our work. The mission of the Columbus School District ensures each student is prepared for future success. I would take a motion to adopt our agenda. I have no adjustments to it to my knowledge.
So moved. Second.
I have a first from John Pearson, a second from Mike O'Brien. Any discussion? Hearing none. All those in favor with an eye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Takes us directly into our superintendent's report tonight.
All right, I'm going to turn it over to Liz O'Donnell here, who's been with us now for the last 3 years, I believe. Bill, an Oakland committee member, just to talk about the great endowment grants and all the other work that committee's been doing.
Oh, we do good stuff. We do good stuff. Okay, I'll just give a little recap of the endowment committee for those of you who don't remember or don't know. So the Columbus School District Endowment Committee was started in 2012. And it was started because Columbus School District received a $60,000 anonymous gift. And it's like, whoa, what do we do with that? And at the time, Ken Bates, I believe, was the superintendent, kind of started it going, and then Brian Davis, Ken Bates and Nancy Liverseed, who some of you remember, they talked about it, and then Brian Davis and crew then got it going. So it started, it took about 3 years to get everything established because it's under the Madison Community Foundation, and that, legally and getting interest off the money that's donated, it took about 3 years before we could start handing out grants, which is the interest of that money invested. So that was about in 2015, and so we started giving grants in 2015, 2016. I mean the committee, not me and Bill, or we can't do that. So there is a committee, and it involves, right now we have Laura Reitz, Mary Arnold, Henry Elling is new. He's replacing that handsome man right there. Mr. Ziegler, Dan Fogarty, and our business manager, and Mr. Jake Flood, who's a non-voting member. So that's our committee, and we're always looking for, Corey was on for years, and you were at the beginning. You were on the beginning.
I was.
Did I misspeak anywhere?
No, you did well.
Okay. It doesn't matter either, does it?
No.
Does it really matter? Not at this point. Okay. So so things started rolling, and then Alice Schmidt was very dedicated to our school district. She grew up here. Her father was the janitor at the middle school. He was my janitor because I went to these schools, and she taught in Racine, Kenosha area, came back and substitute taught, and her house was on Dickinson Boulevard, a lot of you know. And she donated the contents and the house to the school district. And that's when we developed the Alice Schmidt Fund, and that was for professional development. And because her father was a janitor, she thought all employees should have access to professional development, not just certified staff. So that really broadened things and opened them up for all staff. And that was established in 2019. So the Columbus School District Endowment is specifically for development to improve teaching and learning within the school classroom, whereas the Alice Schmidt grant is to improve professionalism, individual professionalism. So those are kind of the two differences. every year we've been getting more and more applicants. Mike, how many of you have been recipients? Mike, there you go, 2 of you. And I mean, it's this year alone, we've given out, and we just did it last week for Education Schools Week. We gave out almost $14,000 in grants. So 6,200 of it from the school district endowment, which currently has about 166,000 in it. And then the Alice Schmidt Fund, we gave out almost 7,400, which currently has about 191,000 in it. So between the 2 funds, we think we're doing pretty good. And it's great to supplement, you know, other grants that are available or opportunities for staff, but they can, so for example, I've got the list here, you know, for staff to attend conferences, money toward substitute teaching licenses, they're working toward health teaching licenses, music educator workshop. There's just a variety. One year we purchased a bunch of, were they mandolins? What did we purchase? Ukuleles, there you go, ukuleles for the music department. I mean, it really is a broad, you know, it's a broad, can be used in real broad terms. So that's that. So we have those 2 funds that fall within the endowment program. So we can't keep giving money out without putting money in. And how do we do that? We do that through the Cardinal Apple Award. So you've heard of that. So that's our fundraiser. So the Cardinal Apple Award serves 2 purposes. One is to recognize a dedicated educator who has spent a lifetime in education. And past recipients have been Dick Mortimer. Anybody remember who he is? Dick Mortimer, Alice Schmidt, our very own Mike O'Brien and his wife Chris Ann, Joe Conlon, Bruce Zahn, Mary Baker was last year, and this year is Sharon Bradish. So we honor that person for their lifetime of education, and also we invite the community and friends and families with their wallets to come and support the endowment, which is we think it's a good deal. So are there any questions? Does anybody have any questions for me? That's a snapshot of what it's for, what we do. And the Apple Award this year for Sharon is June 28th, Sunday, June 28th. Put it on your calendar. Who had Sharon as a teacher? Anybody here? One?
Senora Bradish.
Senora Bradish. Exactly. So.
Excellent. Thank you for all of that really great work.
Sure.
And I think that it's awesome that Alice had that foresight to establish those funds that can help anyone in our district continue to grow and learn and help our students grow and learn. So what a great program.
Yeah, it is. She really opened it up to all employees, which is commendable. So.
And really, during my transition into this role, the work that Liz, Bill, Mary Arnold, Laura Reitz, and Corey did, they kept it going, because I know Annette had a very heavy hand in it as well. And you step in and you don't quite know what's going on. They played a very instrumental role in keeping us on track. Additionally, Liz comes during professional development days to promote it, and the number of staff from 3-4 years ago, I mean, we were getting 2 or 3 grant applications for each, to what now, 10 to 13 for
each one.
For each one.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I want to mention them. Very important.
Great. Thank you.
Okay, I want to thank all you guys for being in education, from staff to board members. I didn't know when I got on the board that we got a stipend. I thought it was a volunteer, like everything I ever did was volunteer. And they said, oh no, you get like $1,700 or $1,400. And then that would equal out to about 5 cents an hour or something. But I appreciate, you give a lot of time, and I appreciate that, and I appreciate what you do. So, thanks.
Thank you. We appreciate you.
Both. You know, and if for old time's sakes you feel like it, you're welcome to stay the whole night.
I want to look at the agenda first.
But if you run away, we'd understand.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
See you soon.
Oh,
Don't forget, Bill. I've done that a couple times this spring already.
All right.
referendum funds.
Remaining referendum funds, I'm going to try to update as frequently as possible on this now that we've made the transition to what we're doing with those funds. Also, you may have seen the video that we posted on social media, also talked about it on the radio last week, Friday. Where we are currently at, from this year's budget year, we have transferred $170,000 of the money that we spent in either Fund 46 or Fund 10. So it was about $68,000 out of Fund 46 and then $101,000 out of Fund 10 that we are transferring to those referendum funds. Now, I bring that up, just keep in mind at the end of the year, knock on wood, we better have a surplus. There might be a bigger transfer to Fund 46 at the end of the year if there would be a bigger amount because those funds are being replaced. Other areas that we are currently looking into, the following projects are most likely going to happen. CHS Library and Music section at CES, the roofing sections, we have bid out and we're getting ready to get scheduled for those sections to be done. A boiler at CMS, we're scheduling that work to be done as well, and we're planning on that going through. Doors at CHS, 5 different doors at about $20,000 we're estimating that we had to do as well. We have some IT wiring work that we are booked and scheduled for in June as well. We are getting pricing currently on the ceiling in the area of the cafeteria. That project is most likely going to happen. We have not scheduled or committed to that. Another project that we are currently getting bids on are the sidewalks around CES and CMS. One of the things that we are keeping in mind, though, we have that project going on at School Street, that road project, which we are going to have to account for the sidewalks and fencing over there. So that is not a for sure, but we are getting bids. Last but not least, we are starting to investigate a couple of different options for the locker rooms at the high schools. There's a wide variety of things that you can do. The higher the tier, the more expensive it is. So we're trying to find different options with that. So that's kind of the different areas that we're currently investigating. Once we get something scheduled and an idea, and that would not be all of the funds, we're probably looking, I don't know, about half to 3/4 of the funds, depending where the different pricing comes in. We just want to keep everybody updated what we plan on doing. So those are the likely projects that we're working on, and each week we are going and bidding out more projects and weighing what's best.
Excellent.
Was that the middle school cafeteria too?
Middle school cafeteria and kitchen.
Okay.
Middle school or high school?
Middle school.
Middle school,
Yeah,
okay.
middle school.
Thank you.
Yeah,
That
it
makes sense.
needs a little TLC.
I did a lot of food places.
And probably the same ceiling. Senior Scholarship Award Ceremony, Wednesday night at 6:30 p.m. We will naturally post. Right now, the last that I looked at the scholarship program, 83 different contributors, although some contributors give multiple awards. Somewhere, I know it's over $105,000 worth of scholarships, probably even more. That was just a rough guess, an estimate. So always a great night, not only the scholarships, but the awards for each department, and that is Wednesday evening. And then last but not least, high school graduation, May 31st, 2026 at 1 p.m. in the high school, right?
Sure.
What time did you ask us to arrive if we wanted to greet? this year?
12, what did we say, Andrea, 12:20 or 12:15?
Oh, you said
12:30.
What's that?
12:30.
12:30?
Oh, okay.
12:30, but feel free to come a little earlier.
Thank you. All right, that takes us into our board business this evening. First up is our OE12 Facilities Monitoring Report.
Yeah, in a second, I'm going to turn it over to Andy, his time to shine. OE12 Facility Summary of Compliance Status. In this monitoring report, we have submit evidence for all 17 indicators. The different areas that you see in this report: short and long-term planning, construction, capital projects and improvements, facility maintenance, land acquisitions, and then public use of facilities. We compile this, Andy and myself, for the most part, from district files, surveys, and board docs. Last year, 17 out of 17 were in compliance. There's one indicator this year being recommended as in compliance with noted exceptions. The difference with that is we don't believe that we brought forward the cost analysis to every single change or project. So that's something that we are working on. Another part, just to make note of, we discussed in the governance committee meeting about finding a way to upload our capital plan onto the webpage or onto the website somewhere. We're trying to find the right way to do it. The only reservation that we have right now is Mike informed us that scammers will pull that information and then send fake invoices. So I never would have thought of it. So we're trying to find the right way to communicate that information, either without a dollar price or just find a good way, and he'll work with his security teams to make sure that we do it. Other than that, there is a strong foundation in this. Also, we wanted to note that some of this communication came up in a non-typical way. With the operational referendum forums and legacy priorities. We talked a lot about facilities during that operational referendum and the legacy priority work last year as well. Just keeping in mind, we were monitoring 2024, 2025 in that report. So with that being said, Andy, take it away.
Sure, thanks, Jake. We'll do just kind of a summary of some key points of indicators. Starting off 12.1. The purpose of the district's long and short-range facility plan is to help guide building maintenance, capital improvements, and future facility needs across the district. The plan helps prioritize projects based on safety, building condition, operational needs, and budgeting. This document is also fluid, and it will continue to be updated as district needs and building conditions change over time. The district's infrastructure team uses several sources of information when updating this facility plan. Two key pieces include the district-wide facility surveys that we had the staff complete last year. And then also we use the facility study that was completed a few years ago with Brave. Staff feedback helps identify day-to-day building concerns and operational needs, while the facility study provides detailed information on the condition and life expectancy of building systems and infrastructure. Together, this information helps the team prioritize projects and plan for future maintenance and capital improvements. Moving down, we are pleased to report that during the 24-25 school year, the district did not lose any instructional days due to system failures that could have been prevented through regular maintenance. Moving down, 12.3, indicator 1, the district passes all required annual inspections in accordance with federal, state, and local codes. Indicator 2, the district maintains a full list of scheduled maintenance tasks and confirms their completion each year. This includes preventative maintenance for HVAC systems, fire alarm systems, and elevators and lifts to make sure they're properly working and up to code. Indicator 3, all reported safety concerns and equipment malfunctions are corrected within 30 days. All safety concerns are treated as top priority. And during the year, staff will report concerns through Incident IQ ticketing system. Tickets are automatically created and assigned to facilities or technology staff to follow up and for resolution of these issues. Indicator 4, during student-occupied hours, 100% of district facilities prohibit unauthorized entry into buildings. The district uses several practices to maintain building security, or secured entrances. All school offices utilize the Raptor Visitor Management System to track and screen visitors. And during the 24-25 school year, we had 785 unique visitors that were checked in through the Raptor system throughout all of our buildings. The district also follows established visitor and facility access policies, and after-school activities use designated entrances for added security and monitoring. OE 12.8, Indicator 1, the district maintains, publicizes, and consistently applies Facility Use Policy 7510, and this policy is posted on the district website. The facility use request process and rules are easily accessible to the public. The facility use agreement is available on the district website under the facilities tabs. Indicator 3, a review of district records verified that there were no misuse reports during the 24-25 school year. District facilities were returned to pre-rental condition following events. No documented incidents were found where users failed to return the facilities to the expected condition. If concerns were to arise, the district would work directly with that group to fix the issue. And then finally, facility use was monitored and all events were conducted safely and in accordance with the district policy. No action was required against any users or renters during the 24-25 school year. Facility director, custodians, activities director, and principals continue to inspect spaces following events, and a shared facilities calendar is used to help monitor the building use. And I know if you're driving by on the weekends, you're probably seeing a lot of cars in the parking lot because our buildings get used quite a bit at night for practices and games, and then on weekends if we're hosting tournaments or dance recitals. The community is definitely using the facilities, and in return they're taking care of them too, so that's always good.
And I would say Andy's team is taking care of the building as well, continuously. One area to also know, I should have also mentioned this when I was talking about the capital improvement plan that's linked. We did put a timeline analysis, or Mike, can you help me what that language was? Estimated time for the system to last as an additional column, and that also came from the governance committee this year. So there is a new column on there, a very good column as well. It just kind of gives an estimate of 20 years, 40 years, or 5 years, should you see this coming back up if it's functioning correctly.
Questions? I had one. Under 12.3, indicator 4, which is our, secure, unauthorized entry, and Raptor. I know this is monitoring 24-25. If you're coming into the buildings, I'm seeing a little bit different systems, so are we anticipating, I think
So
we've
we changed
transitioned.
vendors. Mike, what was it?
It's called Visitor Aware.
Okay, so that's our
Single
newest for the 25-26 school year.
Correct.
That rolled out
January.
So split in half.
Got it,
Yeah.
got it. Yeah, no, I just had noted as a person coming into the buildings during the days that it was a different system, so I was just curious the timing of that. Got it. Obviously some updated software there with the facial recognition and such, so great to see that advancement.
I'd say that is big improvement because it's a lot faster and a lot less troubleshooting when it comes to getting people in the building. Those printing out those
I was gonna say a lot
little
less staff.
stickers sometimes took 10 minutes or longer.
Just a lot less staff intensive, I think.
Yes,
too.
absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. It's a
Allowing
good
our staff to
improvement.
be freed up to do other things that they need to take care of.
Yeah,
We
very good.
requested one of those laser printers. No.
Because of that?
Yeah.
You can't even get color print.
You're right.
Come on.
Oh, man, I'm gonna hear that tomorrow.
Other questions, comments?
I would just say that I appreciate all this work that was done last year because I think it helped our conversations about the referendum funds and support. Like we had already plans and I don't know, just made those conversations a lot easier. And I personally am in the buildings a lot, and it doesn't surprise me that we're in compliance on all of this, because it's usually a great experience, and the staff is always helpful, so.
Great.
I think it's good.
John, I forgot to ask before we started, who's up for comments on
Martha.
2012?
Oh,
There you go.
just rolled right.
I just think when we were,
I apologize. No, you're fine.
when we were doing, before the first referendum, we had the years of planning. The community using the facilities was one thing that was really strongly considered and encouraged, so I'm glad it's working out that way. And it is good to go by on Sunday morning and see the parking lot full. These buildings are used a lot.
Seeing the care that they put into and taking care of the facilities, seeing tarps on the gyms when those are being used for non-sporting events, it's good to see.
All right, takes us on to our second item of board business, our recommendations for 26-27 open enrollment applications.
Yeah, in your board packet, you have the different open enrollment applications, the number of students that requested open enrollment out, and the number that requested open enrollment in. You may recall last year, we had to deny some based on space. We determined those space amounts in January. Action does have to be taken tonight to approve and or deny any. Our recommendation is to approve all of them coming in. Do keep in mind though, this isn't a great document to project how many open enrollment students in or out that we are going to have, because each family or each application can apply to up to 3 schools. So we might be the first school or the third school in, and it might be the same thing for out. These numbers are to change. So our recommendation is, when it is time to take board action, to approve it.
Any questions on that open enrollment recommendation? And yeah, we'll see on our action here in just a little bit due to timeliness of needing to approve those. That timeline is mandated by DPI, not us. So, all right. Moving on. Public conversation, recognition, correspondence. Do we have anybody signed up, Andrea? No? Okay, thank you. So that takes us into some recognition tonight. And buckle in and hold on. We have a list of pretty amazing partners with the district who have helped sponsor or provide items and services for our Teacher and Staff Appreciation Week that we just celebrated last week, May 4th through 8th. So I just want to name off and give voice to all of those businesses and partners. We have the Columbus Country Club, Culver's, Kestrel Ridge, Subway, Farmers and Merchants Bank, Forward Pharmacy, Drexel, Quick Trip, Cardinal Embroidery, The Coffee Garage, Mullins, Prairie Ridge Hospital, American Family, Bombshell Hair Designs, James Street Pizza, MP Town Tap, Secret Garden Flowers, Sassy Cow, Star at Meister Realty, Tequilas, The Painted Crate, Day One Pizza, Edward Jones, At Ease Massage, The Old Garage Barbershop, The Old Rock, Jimmy John's, Magnolias, Midstate, Richards Insurance, Wellspring, Royal Guernsey Creamery, Taco Bell, Club 60 Supper Club, Fireman's Mercantile Bakery, The Workshop, Apple Tree, Cardinal Nest Nutrition, Columbus Family Restaurant, Hachi Hachi, Olive and Herb, Revive and Thrive Massage, Bare Beauty, Posh Nail, Oak Grove Floral and Gifts, O'Reilly's Auto Parts, and Wise Guys. So just an impressive list. And I have to say, on the backside, there was a lot of work done there. So to whomever did all that work to help secure services and opportunities and gifts for our staff, that's amazing.
Andrea and Tanya.
Very nice. Thank you. That was a lot of work. That's a big list. So.
You go down that list, there's hardly, I can't think of
A business in town hardly
business
is not.
that isn't on that list. So that says a lot for your hard work and for our community.
Yeah. So that's great. Great to see. All right, moving into our next item, that is our superintendent's consent agenda this evening. I would take a motion for approval of that. It includes our human resources report this evening.
I have a motion to approve the superintendent's consent agenda as submitted.
Second.
I have a first from Karen Smith, a second from Corey Olson-Rappy. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor with an eye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next up, I'd like to consider a motion for adjournment to closed session pursuant to Wisconsin Statute 19.851 subsection E for deliberating or negotiating the purchasing of public properties, the investing of public funds, or conducting other specified public business whenever competitive or bargaining reasons require a closed session, competitive or bargaining reasons on compensation negotiations. So I would take a motion for that adjournment to closed session.
So moved.
Second.
I have a first from John Pearson, a second from Karen Smith. Any discussion? Hearing none, I'd request a roll call vote and a reminder that your answer is yes to move into closed session or no if you deny or decline.
Tajewski,
Yes.
O'Brien. Yes.
Olson-Rappy,
Yes.
Pearson,
Yes.
Pulver, yes. Rule,
Yes.
Smith.
Yes.
That is all 7 members for a yes. We are adjourned to closed session at 7:32 p.m. We will be back to reconvene to open session and finish the balance of our agenda. A motion to adjourn our closed session and return to open
So
session.
moved.
Who was that? Karen over there?
Yes.
Second.
I have a first from Karen Smith, first from Karen Smith, a second from Corey Olson-Rappy. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor with an eye?
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion carries. We are back in open session at 7:51 p.m. That will take us into our board action agenda this evening. First item up for approval is our elementary math textbook resource adoption, which we had the opportunity to look at last month.
I have a motion to approve the adoption of the elementary math textbook and resources.
Second.
I have a first from Karen Smith, a second from Martha Rule. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor with an eye?
Aye.
Any opposed, same sign. Motion carries. Next item up for approval is approving the Education for Employment Plan that we reviewed at our last meeting.
I move that we accept the educational employment plan as presented.
Second.
Who was that down there? Sorry,
Corey.
First from John Pearson, a second from Corey Olson-Rappy. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor with an eye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next item up is consideration for approval of the 2026-27 open enrollment applications as presented.
I'll make a motion to approve the 2026 and 2027 open enrollment applications as presented.
Second.
I have a first from Corey Olson-Rappy, a second from Karen Smith. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor with an eye? Any opposed? Motion carries. Last item on board action, consider and take action on tentative agreement between the board and the Columbus Education Association for the 2026-27 school year.
Motion to approve the tentative agreement between the board and the Columbus Education Association for the 2026-2027 school year.
Second.
I have a first from Martha Rule, a second from John Pearson. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor with an eye?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Next up is our board consent agenda, including the March board bills and the board meeting minutes for April 27, 2026.
Motion to approve the board consent agenda.
Second.
I have a first from Adam Pulver, a second from Mike O'Brien. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor with an eye?
Aye.
Any nays? Motion carries. Sorry, lost my rhythm there.
Take it off.
Board management reports. So board committee assignments discussion. I had asked if anyone wanted to move committees to let me know. I heard from none, So as long as everyone is going yes, I heard from none, then that, I believe that to be accurate. So we will maintain our same committee structure then for 2026-27. So that'll be myself as board president on governance, along with John Pearson and Mike O'Brien, and Jake Flood as superintendent is seated on that committee also. Legislative committee will consist of Martha Rule, Corey Olson-Rappy, and Adam Pulver. And our linkages committee will consist of Karen Smith and John Pearson. All right. Is anyone interested in board debriefing this evening?
I should have said something before,
Yeah, what do you got?
and I just wanted to say, the elementary gym has been a shining example of our referendum, Andy, in terms of usage by high school, middle school, community, elementary students, parents, families, whatever, and I think it just really stood out for its use.
Absolutely. I agree. Thank you.
I second that.
A nice addition to our facilities conversation earlier. We can add that to the comments.
I also would like to acknowledge Ms. Fyan,
Thank you,
our
Adam.
fourth grade teacher right over there, was acknowledged by WMTV as an honorable mention for the Crystal Apple Awards.
Wow.
Yes.
I
that
did
is
see that.
awesome.
We'll
It's
be
nice.
doing something with them on tomorrow, on the news tomorrow.
Hers will be on Thursday
Oh,
at 2
Thursday?
o'clock. She's taping it, so she won't be live on air. She's taping it ahead of time. But it's nice to see our newer teachers being recognized for the work they're putting in addition to all of our senior staff, right, to recognize the up-and-coming performers in our district. She's doing a great job.
Excellent. All right. At this time, I would take a motion for our adjournment.
So moved.
We're all sitting here.
I heard a Martha Rule for a first. I heard a John Pearson for a second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor with an eye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. We are adjourned at 7:56 PM.